Princella Smith, also with the group American Solutions. Princella, so you say come out against this, right? What does he have to say specifically?
Well, he just needs, first of all, the problem with this bill is that the American people need to understand that this is not a bailout. They need to say that this is a loan, okay? That this is, the whole premise of this was just a burden on the American taxpayers. So it was just really awful. I'm not surprised that it failed today. And what Senator McCain needs to do, what Senator Obama needs to do, anybody that wants to be president of the United States needs to come out with a specific plan that will be pro-growth and pro-America.
But he didn't, and he hasn't. He had his opportunity to rail against this, right? And he tepidly and cautiously supported it, as did Barack Obama, because I guess they didn't want to create any financial waves. But now, if you're right and he does what you say, people can rightly say, what's the deal with you? You were for this thing, now you're against it? You criticized John Kerry 4 years ago for doing the same stuff, right?
Well, he's got to come out. Look, the problem is people want to see strength in their leaders. And so he's got to come out and say, hey, look, this is what we need to do. We need to suspend the mark-to-market. We need to, rail against Sarbanes-Oxley. We need to come out with a public set of hearings that are going to let the American people know, how do we get to this in the first place? Everybody wants to walk around. They want to talk about change and being a maverick. This is the time right now. Step up. Look, the calls came in 10-1, in some cases 20-1 against this measure. And so the people in Washington, this is very clear, are not listening to the American people. This is an extreme example of how they aren't listening. And people talk about the House Republicans not passing it. These people have elections coming up in 2008 as well, and their constituents are telling them absolutely not. We are not going to be taxed even more in this environment right now. So this just he's got to do something there.
All right.